building Lambo a desk because theirs sucks part 5, and today we finished the whole build, starting with $400 in plastic. Now to be fair, it's a pretty cool piece of plastic, and I think having OEM parts from a Lamborghini on the desk will definitely make it a lot cooler. Now on actual Lamborghinis, these emblems are inlaid into the metal, and so naturally we're doing the same thing here, except I'm doing it by hand while I'm sure they have robots doing it somehow. And until I get to that level, I think I'll just use my router. Naturally, if you have the front emblem, you obviously need the back emblem too, and so we got that, but this one was a lot easier to install, or at least took a lot less skill. And it's time to bleach the wood. Now we're bleaching the wood because I originally thought I wanted it to be a bright white color to contrast with the black letters. Hard maple obviously isn't naturally that white, so I decided bleach was the coolest way to get to that. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. And it's time to finally work on the racing stripes. Now if you're a minute into the video and have no clue why I'm building Lamborghini a desk, I just think that theirs is extremely plain and I want to use the power of the internet and my woodworking ability to make them a new desk to put in my local dealership, Lamborghini of Sarasota. The internet part of that could be going better though, so make sure to tag Lamborghini in the comments. Anyways, to actually make the stripes, I use a process that I think I created where you use a really thick tape meant for hanging things on the wall to create a sort of dam that holds in all the dye. You can then peel up the tape, creating a perfect line. And just like that, the stripes are also done on the bottom, but I kinda screwed myself. And I did that by leaving this little lip on the stripes, which, if I sand off, will smear the black dye all over the white. And we obviously don't want that, so my solution was to finish the stripes and the rest of the tabletop separately. But a different issue came up. This looks terribly unacceptable, but luckily there is a fix. It just involves this little brush. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you watch that, so 5 days later, I'm liking how it's looking, but we did have to pivot. And that obviously was no small pivot, because I spent 3 days trying to make the wood bleach look better, even using white stain to do touch-ups, but even though I thought that looked better, the white still looked really lifeless and dull. So I spent the other 2 of the 5 days sanding off both the bleach and the stripes. Then adding the stripes back on again, and putting on one more final coat of finish, which you were seeing me buff on there. And I think it looks so much better than that lifeless white color, which yes is still on the bottom, it's got a bit of a tan line, but all cool people do, I don't want to hear it. Anyways, even though that's not what I originally planned to do, I still think it turned out a lot better than if I left it white, because in my opinion, the natural wood always looks the best. The very last thing to do is put the emblems in, and with that, the whole build is complete and looking really good, but you know there's only one place I can show you the final shots, and it's not there yet. So at this point, I'm desperate. Tag Lamborghini in the comments like 100 times, like, follow, and hopefully I'll see you there. Goodbye.